Hello, magical mothers. Funny thing, I've been talking to you for about 2 minutes now, but it wasn't recording. So welcome everyone. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so honored and grateful that you took the time to be with me tonight. And I just want to take this moment to take a deep breath in this moment right now and really be centered right where you are. So take a deep breath in and release. Release all the tension of the day. Release all the craziness that it might have occurred, the circumstances, the chaos, the relationships, your kids, tantrums, crying. I want you to just take another deep breath in and breathe in this moment right now. And exhale all that stuff from today so you can be right here. Now, I'm going to focus and start off with a bang and really get you maybe under your skin, maybe not, but I've been thinking a lot, just because it's something that I've been working on, is what it looks like when we focus on the physical, when we focus on a clean house and dishes being done and our clothes being perfect and our hair being right and getting out to places on time and having a schedule or having things controlled in a way that are so controlled that everything seems to look perfect. Now, perfection is a bit of a funny idea, but we can strive for perfection, but what does perfection look like to you? What is your idea of perfection? Is it all physical based? Is it based on how everything appears to look? Or is it deeper than that? Does perfection to you actually mean living a joyful, happy, beautifully abundant, creative, fulfilled life that no matter what happens or who says what, you're open to loving them and pouring your love into the world so that you are filled up with love pouring back into your life? I have decided that I am going to release the bondage that I have put myself in through agreeing with culture. I've agreed that I am going to take the chains off of my own self, and I offer this to you as well. I offer you the space right now to focus on you, and not in a self-centered way, not ignoring or not giving love or because you need to fill your cup. I'm talking about focus on you by cracking your heart open. And what does that mean? I mean, really take a sledgehammer and start cracking your heart open. Us as moms, I think, have guarded and hardened our hearts. When we have children, a lot of times we are so vulnerable through our pregnancies and our labors and having a sweet little baby that we suddenly feel like we need to protect ourselves because if something happens, we might break and then we won't be strong for our kids. And that's not the point. The point is us to literally crack open our hearts so that we can pour ourselves into this life for our children, for our partners, for our friends, for our soul's calling. Do you know your soul's calling? Do you know what you came to this world to do, to be? If not, I offer you this space to crack your heart open to hear what the possibilities are for you, to hear what could possibly be you in this amazing world that you are co-creating What are you co-creating? Do you feel like everything and everyone around you is causing your situation? Because that doesn't feel good. I've been there, I know. When we begin to wake up to the realization that we are co-writers of our current situation, it can be a lot to swallow, but every decision that we make leads us to exactly where we are right now. I would love for you to take this moment again, and we're gonna do a visualization right now. And it's gonna have to do with cracking our heart open, but we're gonna do it alongside of all the magical mothers that are here in this space, that are gonna be here live, that are here live with us right now. And then the magical mothers that are gonna be listening to the recorded version of this. Because it does not matter if we're live or watching the recording, our souls do not know that space-time linear stuff. Transformation happens in a very non-linear way. So I want to take this time and I want us to visualize. So I'm going to close my eyes. I ask you if it's a safe or appropriate space to close your eyes. And I want you to visualize that you're in a space, a safe space, maybe in nature, where you're surrounded by a beautiful forest and an open meadow, and the daffodils are starting to poke up, and there's beautiful wild grasses everywhere, and the sky is dark, and the moon is bright, and here you are, and here I am. And we look around and we begin to see many faces of this magical mothering tribe. We gather together and we all take hands. If it's easiest for you to visualize 10 women in this circle as an easy number to begin your visualization, then I offer you to do that. As we go into this, though, you might realize that you want maybe 100 magical mothers in this circle. So whatever you feel comfortable with, I offer you to take my hand and take those hands of the magical women that are standing next to you and to look into their faces and smile. And I want you to realize that we are all magically powerful women. We have not even cracked open the surface of how magically powerful we really are. And as you look around, you begin to see it. You begin to see these women who are leaders in their households. They are women who stand firm and they have magic untold. And as our hands are being held together, I ask you to open your hearts in this sacred circle of women. These women have no judgments, have no expectations of you. They have let go their own guard. They have opened up their own hearts, and they are just waiting for you to open up your heart to them. Breathe into your heart and feel it cracking, cracking. Feel the light beginning to pour through those cracks. And it is so intense and so bright that it illuminates the darkness in this forest. The light begins to crack more and more, and our hearts begin to shine brighter and brighter. And as our hearts are shining so brightly, it is as if it is daytime now as we hold each other's hands. Breathe in that openness that you are now feeling. And I now ask that you begin to shine your lights. Shine the light of your heart into the 9 other women in this circle, or if you have more, into all the women of this circle. Begin to pour your love and your light into them. And as you pour your light in, I want you to feel that 9 other women are pouring their lights into your own heart. And you are getting so filled up with light, it is almost overwhelming in this moment. Take a deep breath with me and release it. Feel that nobody expects anything of you. Nobody has any judgments of you. You are completely free in this moment to be, just to be. And now I offer you to come back to this space whenever you need it. If you can only crack your heart open in this space of sanctuary in the darkness of the forest with these magical mothers holding your hands, then do that. If it doesn't feel safe to crack your heart open in front of anybody else yet, know that there is a space for you. I now take this moment and seal in this sacred circle. And I want you to see that this circle of women is not just women, but there are also our spirit guides, our angels, our spirit animals, which could even be our companion animals in our homes because they often heal and nourish us. This circle is not just of magical women. This circle is filled with divine love and divine light, and all of nature supports you. And as we breathe in all of that, knowing that we are safe and protected, and everything in this universe wants our best. We just have to ask for our best. And so I close this sacred circle with just being in such gratitude for each of you taking this time to join in together and open your hearts and be in this space. You can open your eyes if you had them closed, and don't you feel it? Do you feel that? Does it feel different? Do you feel that there's more possibilities just because there's not this cage around your heart anymore? It doesn't need to be there anymore. We can let go. We can love and really love without any expectations, without any judgments. And we don't need their love in return because we have a much greater source of love. We have the source of God. If you say God, if you say source, if you say nature, if you say divine, if you say spirit, don't let the word God get in the way of that. Goddess, there are so many names, but it is all one. We are all one. And so when we realize that God is closer than our breath, that spirit lives within us, around us, in everything and every thought we think, we have a divine source to fill us up with love. But if our heart is caged, it cannot happen. We must break free to be, to allow the physical things like a clean house and dishes in the sink to be in the moment more often, because that will create freedom to be, freedom to find who you are, freedom to find your joy, freedom to have joy. So again, I thank you so much for being here. I thank you so much for taking this moment, and feel free to share this with anybody who you feel might get any use out of it. I love you so very much, and I am so honored that you took the time to connect with me. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed night. Good night.